Boys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Thailand, and this video came by quite randomly. 5 minutes ago, I was on my phone watching this video that was talking about building a personal brand, a cult-like following, and yada yada yada. And I realized something while I was watching this, and straight away I came right here to record the video. And what I realized is I went to the comments section, and there were like hundreds of people in the comments saying, "Thank you very much. This was very useful for my own content." And I realized, wait, this is only one video of one creator, and there are hundreds of people who are also trying to become creators. And here I am on a brand new channel starting completely fresh with my 6 subscribers. By the way, shout out to you boys. And I'm competing with these people for the same attention span, for the same pool of people. Sure, different niche, different type of area, but at the end of the day, I'm competing for attention from human beings. And likely this is the same thing that's happening in your industry. And by any chance you're around my age, you might be taking life a bit seriously. If you're already an entrepreneur, then you know that life is serious when you're an entrepreneur and that you are literally competing with other businesses for more clients, for more success, for more traffic. And so I'm scrolling through and I realized, wait, hold on. What are the chances? Oh yeah, by the way, let me just go to the next thing. There are hundreds of men competing for the same thing you want, but they don't know about the top 10% performer habits. I thought to myself, what are the chances these guys know about the steak and egg diet? What are the chances these guys have high testosterone? Do they know about proper supplementation and that doing 10 to 15k steps per day is literally like magic for your brain? Do they know about blue light blocking glasses and properly de-stressing and eating clean? Like, do they know about these things, about seed oils and microplastics? You know, funny enough, a few months ago, I went to Bali, and Bali for me was hyped up, right? And I loved it, right? I'll definitely be going back, but it was hyped up in the sense that, you know, it was going to be full of entrepreneurs and health fanatics and people into health and spirituality and whatnot. And I went there, and to my surprise, everybody in the gym was wearing what's it called, like plastic clothing, you know, gym clothing that's just made of petroleum and chemicals and plastics. And I was really surprised. I was like, yo, like, isn't this the health mecca of the world? And nobody here, like everybody here is an entrepreneur. They're making money. They're making more money than me, but they don't know about microplastics, and they're wearing these completely wrapped around their skin, which is oozing into their skin, entering their body and affecting their testosterone levels, their hormone levels, their fertility. There were so many guys wearing plastic underwear and clothing. Chances are you've stumbled upon gold by viewing this channel. And I'm not saying that to boost my ego. I'm saying that as somebody who I wish I had this when I was 18 years old. When I had just graduated high school and I looked at life and I was like, oh, this is life. Okay, where do I start from? I wish this is something I knew from. So watch and make sure to subscribe if you want to learn more. Most guys will struggle in their industry because of identity and self-beliefs. Their low testosterone levels make it easier to fall to negative thoughts, criticisms, and judgments. High testosterone, if you think about it, is the stereotypical images like alpha male who is just obnoxiously confident, who doesn't take no for an answer, and who just, you know, pummels his way through obstacles and gets what he wants. Which is actually pretty conducive to success, especially in today's industry. As I just mentioned before, 90% of guys don't know about this. Look at the people that you're competing with. If you're an older guy in your 30s, look at the people in your work. If you're in your 20s and you're in the workspace, you're in a university, guys, just take a look around. I don't mean to be judgmental, I don't mean to be horrible, but, you know, if we're going to have a serious conversation about where men are in today's society and where our testosterone levels are, then we need to talk about the brutal facts, and that is, most men around you don't look like men, do they? I mean, most males around you don't look like men, do they? I work 2 days a week, a customer-based job, serving coffee, ice cream behind the counter, the shenanigans. And it seems like the massive range of demographic we get are generally guys who are out of shape, who obviously don't work out, right? So they're obviously not optimizing for testosterone and whatnot, who are pale. I've put on a nice, decent tan over the past few days. I went to the Blue Mountains, which is a beautiful national park in Sydney, Australia, where I live. And I spent the entire day. I got 20,000 steps in that day. And I've been in the sun entire day, waterfall, grounding, walking barefoot entire day, man. It was beautiful. This is some bonus advice I will give you. Make a massive lifestyle change. The easiest way to sustain high testosterone, good health, high energy, and good physique is your lifestyle. The things that you do outside of the gym and outside of eating clean. Because most guys, they will go to the gym and eat clean from Monday to Friday. But as soon as Saturday and Sunday rolls out, it's straight away going out, getting drinks, going out, drinking alcohol, going blackout, clubbing, partying, eating like shit for those 2 days, which just completely resets your system anyway. So that's just a bit of an extra bit of advice. Change your lifestyle. But guys, getting back to the topic, unfortunately, they're low testosterone. When we have low testosterone, it just makes it easier for bad thoughts, for people's judgments, for negative thoughts, and thoughts like, oh, you know what, maybe you should give up on your dream because you're not worth it. That random thought, like when you're trying to go to bed, this happened to me so many times, man. Backstory, but I've been trying to become a YouTuber for 4 years, almost 5 years now, and I've failed consistently. Imagine that. You're 19 years old, you've just started YouTube, and you consistently fail on YouTube. You're trying to, post videos, and then you deal with mental health problems and then self-belief issues. You think you're an imposter, you quit, and then you come back, you make some progress, and then you feel like you don't deserve that. It's shit, okay? So I went through that self-belief problems, but I realized having that chemical, biological system out of place is a key player, which brings us to our next point. But here's the caveat. It's not just about testosterone, but it is about male energy and self-image. Fixing your physique and for performance is the best way to change your self-identity, because there are chemical changes happening: high testosterone, low cortisol, high performance, focus. When you're feeling good, well, your thoughts are generally going to be good, right? But it is also about your self-identity that comes along with the change in physique and performance. Look, guys, I've built a decent physique, right? Look at these. Like, it's decent for my for where I am in life and the things that kind of I went through, which I won't talk about in this video. 24. I've got so much more progress to make. But this physique alone, let me tell you, when I am having sex, I dominate. That might sound a bit cringe, right? That might sound a bit like, oh, I can't believe he said that. But the reason it sounds cringe is because you want to be able to do that as well. That's why it sounds cringe. That's just a simple psychological thing that we as humans have. When we find things cringe, usually it means it's something we wish to have experienced ourselves. But trust me, man, when you build a physique that makes you feel good, firstly, there is the whole discipline aspect in your self-identity that changes, but also the self-identity of having that physique, of feeling attractive, of feeling high performance and feeling good about yourself. So, when you're going on dates, when you're having sex, dude, that translates to so much confidence, and your entire sex life changes as well. Because you just start to dominate. Your energy levels, your libido, your testosterone, everything is dialed in. And that's what this is about. But for you to achieve that, you need to sacrifice somebody. You need to kill somebody. You need to murder somebody. For you to be able to go through this physique and performance transformation, to eat a clean diet consistently and to show up to the gym consistently, which is something I'm struggling with right now. But I'm on it. I'm fixing it with this, about this thing. You need to sacrifice somebody, and that is your old self. You need to sacrifice your old and your current self for that new self. And the easiest way to do that is building momentum every single day by doing a little bit of habits, changing your lifestyle, changing the day, habit by habit, minute by minute. There are obviously deeper issues at stake here if if this doesn't apply to you. there are deeper issues at stake, right? Many deeper issues which can be changed with other protocols. But this is something to consider. My doorbell rang again. If you watched the last video, you'll know that we got an interruption, but it wasn't family this time. Look guys, we'll end it there. Subscribe to see my related videos. Become your most attractive, energetic, and best looking self in a healthy way. This is a transformation I went through. I was ugly as fuck in high school and primary school, guys. I had a monobrow, straight up monobrow, patchy fucking beard. I had pimples all over my face. My face was crooked because I wasn't eating properly. Dude, I was skinny. I was just out of shape, and all of that translated to my self-image. The self-image I had was, oh yeah, I'm this shy and quiet guy. I'm the quiet guy, you know, I never say anything. Whereas some people in high school, which I was kind of envious of, had the self-image of, oh yeah, I'm the popular guy. I'm the attractive guy. I'm the sporty guy. I'm the athletic guy, the muscular guy. And, I was kind of always envious of them and thinking, oh man, I wish I could be that confident as well. I wonder what it is. But all of these changes, little bit of changes, self-identity work, diet, physique, working on your energy and your performance habits, your meditation, all of these things that play a part in becoming healthy holistically have helped me, and that's where I can help you with as well, which if you're interested, I do 30-minute free consultations while I am still a small creator. So go to the second link in the description and apply. It is literally free, so we can talk 30 minutes about exactly what you need. There's already a form anyway, so I'll be informed before we talk, so we'll get straight into like the fucking, the crux of the issue. But definitely check that out, and I'll see you next time, man. Bye.